Look, you could walk down a straight line without worrying about anything. But you take that exact straight line and put it 20 stories high, and you know I'm going with it.
Yep.
And you remove the balconies. You're going to be so concerned about the idea of falling that it will make you fall.
Yep.
And that's where the superpower is, in removing the fear.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a tough intro. Anyway, I heard that saying, subscribe will get people to subscribe. So subscribe. And yeah, enjoy the video, twin. The track we're at today is Gateway. Located just out of St. Louis, it's not your typical track. This track always changes. The track's barriers move to where every race is insane because the track has different arrangement. Since it's changed and stuff, let me give you my drawing of what the track looks like. Don't make fun of me. I think this track you can tell what I'm going for. I mean, so first off, we have a long straight. This doesn't really show it, but it's a really tight hairpin there. It's not really drawn to what it would be. But then you have a chicane, then a mini straightaway that kind of curves, and then a hairpin, and you like cut around, and then there's a hairpin again, and then you go off, and then now you're on the straightaway again, and then you go to the start finish line. I mean, I think this is pretty good representation, but let me show you some practice footage so you can really get an understanding of what the track looks like. Alright, I'm gonna give you a full 1 lap raw footage, so here it is. So, that was 1 lap. By the way, something I didn't tell you is we're going to be doing 2 different series at the same track. So, this one right now is the Ignite Gateway, but the next one I'll show you is the Super Comp. But we have 1 practice after this, which I'm just going to skip, so let's just get straight to qualifying. Alright, we're off for qualifying. Now, my goal for qualifying is to kind of stay behind everyone and then lunge up and just get great times in with clear track. Now, I'm gonna leak something. I don't end up doing that. I mean, you see I'm trying to do it right here, so I'm giving off a lot of space, but what happens is I give this person the time to go through. And this person I'll get caught up on a lot. So, I probably should have just gone after everyone else went, but this person does cause me some trouble and lets me not get a good time. So, I'll just show you once I pass him, one of my clear laps. backed up. Right behind this. This car. Alright, we're on the tram lines. Telling us to slow down. They let us through, and we get the green. We're off. I go up the inside of these people, bump that 6-7 forward, get down the inside of the 4-1, but he takes the position and keeps it. Now this number 2 something is on my right. We go through the chicane. No one's overtaking me. I'm losing time to the 41 corner. I was defending because you could see I was all the way on the inside there. Yeah, we're on the straight. Now our main weakness throughout the entire day and the next day is gonna be our straight line speed. I have geared my car only the corners, not the straights. So once we get to the straights, we're sitting duck to the cars behind us. But we're gonna have to use our corner advantage to our best. I mean, you can see how much we gained there through that corner. We might have put a good enough gap to keep us in our position that we are right now. I don't know what position we are, but and me look that up. We have person lunge on our inside. That person right there was a person who you might see in later races. His name's Paxton. He goes to our Kart Mars races, and we'll be doing the Ignite series at a couple of the tracks we're at, so you'll probably see that dude a lot. Laps left. Right behind him. We could make a move. Up on him. On his outside. Right behind him. Catches draft onto this. He makes a mistake right there. Catching his draft. Gonna go up the inside. He blocks it off. I brake a little bit, so lose time. But now I'm right behind him. I know that making a move through that 180 right there will be really hard to pull off because I see a lot of people crash trying to do that. We're right behind him, catching his draft. I'm staying right behind him. Go through the 180. Don't make a mistake. I'm right beside him, side by side. Go through here. No mistakes. Connie West. Right behind him. You can see his straight line speed advantage is helping him out, carrying him bit by bit. He doesn't use a lot of track, so I just catch his draft, gaining on him. Late braking. Great corner. If I can get side by side with him through the chicane, I will be able to make a move. Brake really early. Right behind him. On his gearbox. Bumped him. Through the corner. I bump him, losing speed. Make a mistake there. Going all the way wide. Defending from the people behind me. Up on the straight. I'm a sitting duck. I made so many mistakes through the entrance to the straightaway. I have 0 speed. I got a move done right up on my inside. I'm gonna try to catch up to this 58 Paxton. I go side by side through him. Boom. Make the move done. See, if you can get on the inside of someone through that chicane, you basically just gain the position. Not a good corner right there. Looks like I might be defending by someone on my outside. Can't really see. Great chicane. I'm right up on his gearbox again. Hopefully I don't make a mistake and I can pass him. Go up on his inside. On his inside through there. Make the move done. Defending from the cart train behind me. Still defending. Up on the straight. One more lap to go. Someone up my inside, the 41, all the way on my inside, side by side with him, going to the chicane. I make the move done, I keep my position, do a little spin there. Almost spin. Onto the 180. I'm really nervous right now, so I might be making mistakes. Don't even defend there because I know they're not going to do anything. Defend here, though. Now I'm a sitting duck. I have to hope that he won't do any move. And whatever place, I'll put that up on screen. But that was race 1 done. Now, let's go to race 2 and see what we get there. We placed P6, I'm pretty sure, in our last race. So, let's go to the second race of the Ignite series. Alright, we're on the tram lines. Well, not on the tram lines. We're getting ready to go onto the tram lines. Right behind this 34, next to 58. Alright, entering the tram lines. You can see those 2 black lines on either side of me. And we're off. A slow start. Bump that 34 through. Spins out right in front of me. I'm forced to go to the outside. I lose 2 positions to do that. I'm making mistakes. Trying to catch up. Gaining tons of time on me. Trying to get behind them. Trying to catch any draft I can. This dude spins out in front of me again and wouldn't let me through. So now I lose, I don't even know how many positions there, but I'm basically in last, I'm pretty sure. Make a move. Whoa, that was a giant crash right in front of us. I let him through because I didn't know for sure if I was allowed to because it was a yellow while they were crashing. That was a crazy crash. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if this is true, so don't take me on it. But I'm pretty sure he broke his arm in that crash, or one of the people. And we go to finish the race. Alright, that was that race. Let's go to the next race. That will be the Super Comp races. But I think we'll first show maybe a lap from one practice. So here's one raw practice lap. This is day 2. This is the Super Comp practice. This series is basically open, so you can modify your engines and stuff. So the people I'll be racing against won't have stock engines, but my engine will be a stock engine. So it's going to make it a lot harder to race against these people. And we'll see what position we get. But here's here's one lap, just raw practice. All right, we're going to go out for qualifying. This dude's mechanic is just tuning his car. I mean, we're all waiting for him. Yo, I don't need to skip to when we're on track. Jeez. I just want you guys to know, I waited like 5 minutes. Joke. But you're gonna see me do my strategy that I did on the other one again. So, but this time I'm working, so I'm getting clean laps in. This dude again, don't worry, I don't think he's too much of an issue. I don't really remember. He might be an issue. This might be the one where he was an issue. But anyway, I'm not going to bore you guys with qualifying. I quality P7, so let's get to the race. Alright, this is race 1 for the Super Comp. We're off on the tram lines. We get the green flag up behind the 34. You've been seeing the 34 and 43 a lot, because they were in both races. Alright, going up on the inside of that person, that Flynn. Oh, he takes my front bumper. Somehow it didn't pop off or anything. This season they removed pushbacks apparently, so I don't have to have a pushback on my car, which makes it easier to get away from bumping people. That's why not? But right behind this 27. I was stuck behind him in qualifying. Hopefully I can try to catch up and then make a move. I do know what happens though. I try to do crazy dive bomb and spin out on him. I think I was last place. Never mind, there's some people behind me. I'm stuck up on this curb. This guy has to pick me up. Move me aside. But to be honest, I might as well skip this race. I mean, as you can tell, I'm miles back, so I'm gonna skip this race. But I'll show you what happens next race. Next race is crazy. I mean, I can't put it into words, but see you on the next race. Alright, this is the final race. We're up, almost on the tram lines. We're starting, it looks to be 7th place. Mind this number 4. You see that number 58 again. And we're off. 43 on the inside, making it 3 wide. I don't know how he doesn't get spun out right there. Through that Tony kart on the outside. Right now we're in 4th position. Have this 43 on my inside. Losing time to that 43. But let's gain it back through the corners. Look to be going the same pace as him. Going out really wide there. I don't know why, I might be battling someone. No, wait. What is that on the back of his cart? Is that subscribe? What? Oh, you got to now. You got to now. So us to work together. Looks like he was going for a defensive line there. Not really smooth. That Tony kart taking some weird lines. But maybe his gearing engine is just helping him pull away so much. I mean, he's not being smooth at all. He's up on that 43. We're down to what looks to be 6th position. Looks like that Tony kart's making a move on that 43. He makes the move. 43 goes to try to switch back on him, but sits behind him. Going through that chicane, I see the 43 make a mistake. Taking that corner a lot better than that 43. Give him a little love tap. Now he knows I'm behind him. Sticking right up behind him, catching his draft. Gonna go side by side, but bail out. He eats that 2nd curb. Like I said earlier, I might cut it out. You're not supposed to eat the curb on the right. They take the one on the left. That corner took a way better line than that 43. Right behind him. Making a move on his inside. Going out wide. I look to have done the move. Sitting in front of him. Now I need to catch up to this Tony kart. He overtakes that guy. And his side pod falls off! Replay. The Tony Kart's side pod flies off of his cart. That's gonna be a black flag for him. I mean, you can't just have unbolted side pods on. You can see they're waving out the black flag for him. And they're pointing right at him. The Tony Kart pulls off, facing his penalty. Now we're back in the game. We're behind the cart up there. I don't know what number that is. But keep in mind, guys, I do have a train of carts sitting right behind me. So it's either I risk it for another position, or I keep my position, which is defending. But I think I'm gonna try to risk it. I'm hoping that I just can't make a mistake. Well, I'm trying not to make a mistake, so the carts behind me can't gain up on me. 2 laps left. I hear their engine blaring. They're on my outside again. I defend once more. Taking that chicane like a boss. White flag. Defending from the cars behind me. I hear their engine blaring. On my outside again. Defending it. 3 laps in a row they've tried it. I just go through the chicane really smooth. My line is impeccable. Throwing out some big words here. Slide a little bit. Losing a lot of speed on the entry to this straightaway. And I take the checkered for 4th place in the Super Comp Series. I just want to say subscribe, guys, and this won't be our last great performance. It was a 4th place, but I believe next time we can come home with a 1st or even a podium. That right there was 7th to 4th